Right, I feel like I'm making good time on building these. I hope I'm not doing my videos too fast to really follow. I'm now up to building the Navis Void Jammer. So for the most part, I'm over here, following this kind of deeper redded colour. And then I'm going to end up over here to build the actual jammer. I don't think I'm over on the other sprue, but I'll keep an eye on that because there might be a bit of bleed over. So let's start out by getting 42, 43, 44. Hey, and the good thing about this one is I'm not having to randomly glue the bottom of a foot on. So I'm counting that as a bit of a win before I even begin. What else do I need? I need a 45 and a 57. So this little 57, right, this is where I was saying to myself, is there a little bit of a bleed over to the other sprue? Because I think, yes, 45's over here, isn't it? I knew there was. This is why it's a good idea to plot them all out in advance, and then you kind of get a good idea about where you need to go for bits. I'm basically done with that sprue now, which if you look at it, there's quite a few spare parts left on there, which is really cool. It's always nice to have spare parts. You know, kit bashing and converting as you get more confident. I'm just trying to get as much done as possible because it's back to work tomorrow. I find it quite interesting when you build these models, you know, using all of the kind of the specialist troops, how usable they are if you decide to try and use them in 40k. I imagine that certain things that you use are perfectly fine and legal in 40k, but I also imagine that some of them don't quite work now. Let me look how it's best to put this together. So it seems that this foot, here we go, goes into this part here. Foot, leg really, whole leg. Okay, now this will attach to that, like so. Now, there, push that in. Oh gosh, that leg doesn't want to hold, does it? Stay on. Then this little bob. I have to admit, this oxygen tank and a few other things about it. This is where you've always got to be suspicious of your memory sometimes. I probably sound like a conspiracy person now, but I don't believe memory isn't perfect. Let me get 35 off. Let me. Not going to glue this on yet, just get it out ready. Yeah, memory isn't perfect, it changes over time. It fills in the blanks. That's why people like myself, I try never to lie, but unfortunately, let me just get 34 and 35 out. I also am fully aware that I have a very where's 35 gone? Oh, it's not 35, it's 32 and 33. It's these here. Yeah, that basically, you know, I've got a hyperactive imagination as it is. There's always a chance that what I think I remember has kind of been mixed up with other things. Anyway, so what I'm saying is I recall a model looking like this years and years and years ago. Not exactly this good, but similar things. Similar appearances, similar concepts. Now, it could have been a conversion, but I like the fact that when Games Workshop do some of the newer lines, they pay homage to old things, sometimes entire models. Other times just little footnotes or beautiful conversions that someone did that inspired the hobby. Right, let me get this on right because it's got a bit of a weird positioning. Yeah, so it goes on his arm and it kind of points outwards. It makes sense. Yeah, so my member berries say that either I saw a very old model that looked like this, either it was an original, like an old metal model, or at the very least a conversion that kind of triggers my brain saying it feels like I've seen this design somewhere. But of course we have to remember that, you know, it could just be my brain filling in things, much like sometimes I look at the new Chaos Space Marine models and I see the little things in them, and then my brain actually corrects the metal models in my memory to look better than they originally did. Much like when an old building is knocked down and a new one put in its place, and you kind of have a memory of the old building, but your brain doesn't always, you know, accept the change in environment. So, well, it does. It rewrites the new environment into your old memories. It's actually something that I've noticed happens. 36. One of these guns. Probably sound like I'm waffling now, but I think that's why people have so much nostalgia for the past. But actually what they're remembering is all the advantages of now in their perfect little memories of the past. You don't get that, unfortunately. That's not how things work. You can't just go back to how things were. Right. Nor is it a good idea to perfectly create the past in the now. 38. And 37. Oh, this, at least the Surveyor's an easy build. Not Surveyor. It's not a Surveyor, is it? It's a Jammer. I do love a good Jammer, because only one man dares give me the raspberry. Man, I am waiting now. I am hyped up because not only is a new Naked Gun film coming out with Liam Neeson, which I think works for me. It just perfectly works. You have to have a straight-laced actor playing Frank Drebin. It can't be a comedy actor. It has to be a serious actor in completely the wrong situation. So Liam Neeson has got that ridiculous deadpan going for him. So I really hope they're going to hit the mark on this. Right, there we go. It's done. That is our jammer. Not basing them because I'm going to repeat myself, looking for the right bases, industrial or spaceship bases to put them on. So there we go. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.